if you don't mind. Is there anybody else on there? Good morning. I'm thinking about doing hips. Tell me what you think about doing hips as well. Oh, Oscar's coming to say hi. If you have any suggestions, Clay is manning the fort as always, and he can help. I don't know that I can see that far, so just can't see anything. Oh, no, you're good. Don't move. No, I can't do that right now. Okay, so why don't we start by lying down, and if anybody has any requests, Clay will let me know. So lying on your back, feet on the ground. If your back is feeling tender, bend the knees. Place your feet a little wider than your hips and let the knees touch. Palms can stay by your side. Let the head and the jaw relax. If your back is feeling just fine, lengthen the legs. Let them completely relax, letting the legs flop. You can feel the thigh muscles just kind of slide to the side. Take a few breaths to just kind of situate yourself in this space. And then take a moment to scan your body. You laughing at the dog?
Yeah. Yep.
He got bored with us.
I've not seen anything.
Okay. Thanks, baby.
Thumbs up. Thumbs up or Oscar. I'm trying to think of other than that.
Will you open the sliding glass door a little bit for me?
Oh,
So once you're done scanning the body, deepen the breath. And feel the belly rise and fall as you inhale and exhale. If you're noticing that your jaw is tight, place the tip of the tongue behind the front of the teeth. And notice that lets the jaw just soften. With deep breaths, inhale for 5 counts, feeling that whole belly, that back, the sides of the body expand. And as you exhale, feel all 4 sides contract for 5 counts. Stay here a few breaths longer. On your next exhale, bend the knees, place the feet on the floor. Let the breath come back to a natural cadence, a natural rhythm. Keep breathing in and out through the nose. Take that right knee, pull it towards you, fingertips interlace, pull, using your hands, pull that right thigh towards your chest. And become aware of if your bum is coming off the ground or if your lower back is rounding, and keep that back in neutral. And then straighten the left leg. Left thigh reaches for the ground. Not hovering, just pressing the thigh down. Feet are active. Removing the hands from the shins, place them behind the right thigh and straighten the right leg. Doesn't matter how close that leg is, I just want some length in the back of the leg. And once again, we're not rolling the lower back off the ground, nice and flat. Toes spread, shoulders relax. And then point the toe, lift the heel. Point the toe, lift the heel. A few more breaths. Pointing, flexing. Spreading those toes. Point the toes, lift the heel, spread the toes apart. One more time, point. And then spread those toes apart. Toes still spreading apart. Try to see the space between every toe. And then release that effort. Take the right leg slightly to the left. Just feeling that stretch on the side of the leg. If this is too intense, take the leg a little farther away from you. Don't take it over to the left as far. Okay. And then if you want to enhance the stretch on the outside of the right thigh, or excuse me, shin, take the outside of the right foot to the sky. And then once again, spines in neutral. One more good breath. Bring the leg back to center. Bend the left leg. Bending your right leg and releasing your hands, place the right ankle, left thigh. Roll up, shoulder blades off the ground. Now interlace the hands behind the left thigh and lie down, coming into a figure four. Again, lower back is not rounding. Nice neutral spine. Use a strap if you need to create a little more extension in your arms. And just sit in this pose for just a moment. Now, playing with the pose, draw the left knee towards you a little deeper and pause here, keeping that lower back still neutral. Use your hands to pull that left thigh, letting it relax. So the hands and arms are doing more work. Keep pulling that left knee towards you a little bit as the tailbone drops down. Feel the right knee now reach away. You can use your right elbow to kind of traction it away. A couple more breaths. Take the left leg down, cross the right thigh over the left. So we went from a cocktail party to a tea party. Roll yourself up, interlace your hands behind that left thigh again, and then without curling the back, pull the thighs towards the chest. And then take the knees a little bit more to the left shoulder. And in doing so, my right cheek comes slightly off the ground, and that's okay. I'm looking for a nice stretch that would relieve some sciatic pressure if we've got it. Couple more breaths. Stay here a bit longer. Couple, hang out with me. Yeah. Nice. Release that left leg. Release the right leg. Draw the left knee into the chest. So you're going to interlace your hands behind that, or on the shin. Pull the leg in. Remember, not letting the back round. Straighten the right leg. Press that right thigh to the earth. Pull, pull. Start to feel that sucker start to open. Now interlace your hands behind the left thigh and do the best you can to straighten that left leg. Just create the shape first. Once again, being sure not to round. Head should be in neutral, shoulders relaxed. Use a strap if you need it. Okay, point the left toe. Flex and spread the toes. Point. Flex and spread the toes. A couple more times. It's interesting, the top of my left foot is much tighter than the top of my right. I have to think about that one. A couple more breaths. Point. Flex, lift the heel, spread the toes. One more time. Point. This time flex, spread the toes. Try to see space between every toe as you pull the heel or the thigh towards you. And then let that foot relax. Take the left leg over to the right, just a little bit. So it's not a twist. The back does not change at all, so you're not having any twist whatsoever. And if you want to, you can take the top of the outside of the left foot towards the sky. Pausing here, enjoy. Keep that right leg active. Inhale, bring the leg back to center, bend the right leg, foot on the floor. Left ankle onto right thigh. Curl your shoulder blades off the ground, interlace the hands behind the right thigh, and lie back down. Let your body come back into this shape, or into this shape. Don't let the back round. Okay, flat or natural arch in the spine. Everything's neutral. And then start to pull that right knee towards you. Just the right knee for now. Use the hands behind the thigh to assist in the movement. Now, as you pull the right thigh towards you, feel free to use that left elbow to traction the left leg away from you. Okay, so remember this look, this is our cocktail party. Now you're gonna cross the left thigh, release your hands, cross the left thigh over the right. Curl up, interlace your hands again behind the thigh, and then start to lie back down. So now you're at a tea party looking just so. Take that left knee or both knees over towards the right shoulder. So just a little bit of tug. Okay? Feel a nice stretch. Pull that left hip back down. And stay here just a little longer. On an exhale, release. Roll over, press yourself up into tabletop, and walk your hands half a hand length in front of you, fingertips spread wide. Tuck your toes under, come to your first down dog. In that down dog, bend the knees and take the chest towards the thighs. Reach the hip creases back. So become aware of that nice hip crease and angle you've created, and then keeping that angle as best you can, start to straighten the legs. If you really lose that angle and start to find more rounding, come back to the knees bent, pull the hip creases back, okay? And then only straighten the legs as much as needed to keep that crease, that angle nice. And then pause. Feel those heels drop. Two more breaths. Inhale, prepare your right leg, and as you exhale, this right leg's going to step to the outside of the right foot. Okay, left knee down, left toes down. Turn the right foot slightly out and let your arms support you. Okay, you feel free, so here I am. It's going to look like your left, but it's my right. You can either choose to do kind of stack your hands in pillars, or if you can keep the back still on, put your forearms on the ground. You can also use a brick to lengthen. Keep that foot rotating out. Nice long spine. Just a few breaths here. Don't push. Let the body find the pose. Nice external rotation. Stay with me a bit longer. Tuck the left toes under. Lift the left thigh. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg prepares. Exhale again, left foot steps outside, left hand. Rotate that left foot into an angle, 45 degrees, right knee down, right toes down. Hands can be pillars and let yourself sink. So instead of really letting myself dump into my back, I'm going to pull the belly button in so I can maintain the integrity of the pose and not hurt myself. Not an option. I gotta find a good spot. Hang out. Stay here. See where it takes us. Couple more breaths. Exhale, place the hands on the ground, tuck the right toes under. Lift the thigh. Inhale, step to a plank. Exhale, go through a flow or go to down dog. Inhale, right leg prepares. Exhale, right leg low lunge. And we're going to come right up into warrior two. So when I play with opening my thighs, and I've said this not millions of times, a lot of times, I want you to think about this inner leg of your right leg reaching long. So you can almost imagine it being pulled. And then that energy is going to wrap around the front of the right knee and then pull with that left outer leg, right? So here you are in warrior two, long, and then pull this back. So literally pulling back. As that inner thigh lengthens, you pull back a little bit on the left, or that outer leg. Pause here. Lengthen and pull. It's a really great stretch on that inner thigh. Stay here for just a few breaths as I straighten my back. So lengthen and loop. The lengthen loop. As you exhale, hands come down, step to a down dog. On your inhale, from your down dog, left leg prepares. Exhale, low lunge. Root the right foot, inhale, Vera two legs. So remember, knee ankle, heel arch, back foot pops, okay? And then, again, lengthen and wrap. So almost like I'm pulling my hip back a wee bit as I lengthen through that inner left thigh. And pause, enjoy. See if you can feel that length on the inner thigh. Stay with me a bit longer. Exhale, hands come down on either side of the left foot. Inhale to your plank. Go through your flow. Pause. From here, how do I want to do this? Come way up on your knees. Bend, way up on your toes, bend your knees and come into a tabletop. From your tabletop, you're going to come onto your forearms. Toes are going to stay together and you're going to come into kind of a wide-legged down dog. So I'm really wide in my down dog. And then if you would like to, you can walk. So I can take my right leg and align my right ankle with my knee. Take my hips back in space. So take your hips back. Big inner thighs stretch. You're now in frog. So stay here in frog. If you're somebody who can go farther back or all the way down, have at it. This is where I am. You can also come all the way down and melt your heart. I'm going to stay right here. So we're going to stay here just a few breaths. It's a really nice inner thigh opener. Two more. So how do we get out of this? Let's try to be graceful. We're going to press our hands into the ground and just pull our legs back in. Exhale, come to your down dog. Yeah. Inhale, prepare the right leg. Exhale, right leg's going to step in a low lunge. Straighten this left leg and walk it in. And then with a long spine, walk over to your right. Okay? Pull the left hip back in space. And enjoy. So for some people, they can come way over, but when I do that, my hip starts to come with me. So pull that left hip back, just kind of come into a nice twist. If you're somebody who likes to play with balance, hang on to your ankle. If you have crummy balance today, widen your feet. Otherwise, hip width apart. All right, hang on. Try to lengthen the spine as you come up to the outside of the right leg. Lift the quadriceps, the front of your thigh. Inhale, come back to center. Step the left foot back. Next, exhale, come to a down dog. Inhale, left leg prepares. Exhale, left leg's going to step through. Right foot walks forward. So we're in that pyramid pose. From here, let the chest drop and walk yourself over to the left. Right hip does not come with you. You're going to pull that right hip back and enjoy the yummy stretch. So lift the thighs. And teachers often say lift your kneecaps. That just means fire up your quads. Stay here a little bit longer. Keep that right hip pulling back. One more good stretch. Inhale, step to a low lunge. Next, inhale, plank. Exhale, go through that flow. On an inhale, right leg prepares. And as we exhale, right leg's going to step in the low lunge. And you're actually going to step the left foot forward and cross it in front of the right ankle. Okay? And then come into a forward fold. Nice long spine. So as you're in this forward fold, think about driving the hip creases. So these little hip creases back. Okay? Really see if you can line up the feet so the outside of the feet touch each other. Walk your hands slightly forward. Feel the weight shift forward. Feel the difference in the stretch. Stay here for a few breaths. And then walk back. Inhale, lift the chest. Uncross the legs. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg prepares. Exhale, left leg, low lunge. Step forward, this time right leg in front of the left. Lengthen through the spine and come into this forward fold. In your forward fold, get the feet so they smush together. Feel the hip creases reach back and only come as far as feels good, taking note of the sensation. Thighs reach back, lift the thighs. Walk the hands slightly forward, shifting the weight in the body, in the feet, and just stay here for a few breaths. Now walk your hands back, shift the weight slightly back. How does that feel? Inhale, come halfway up. Take that right foot, step back, low lunge. Okay, next inhale, plank, go through flow. Inhale, right leg prepares. Exhale, right leg, low lunge. Grab a break if you need it. We're going to come into a variation of Warrior 3. So fingertips will be on the floor. Lift the left thigh. Feel free to take that right hand onto the right hip. Okay? So I'm going to turn around so you all can see me because I want you to see the left hip. So left hip is going to drop and then it's going to lift up. Okay? And then drop a little bit. Lift it and then open it. Drop. Center. Open. Center. And then drop. Center. Open. So I'm rotating my left hip to the sky. Left hand's going to come onto the left hip. And just stay here for a few breaths. Feel that nice length on that inner right thigh. Okay, hands come down, bend into the right leg, down dog. Good boy, Oscar. Inhale now, left leg prepares. Use that brick if you need it, stepping through, exhaling, low lunge, right? Come into that modified Virabhadrasana 3, staying here, or take the left hand onto the left hip. Take a look underneath you. Toes and the right leg should be facing down right now, right? Level, thigh level with the ground. So this is a lot of core, so use that belly. Now, exhale, drop the hip. Inhale, center, and open it up. Exhale, center, drop. Inhale, center, open. Exhale, center, drop. Inhale, center, open. We're gonna go one more time. I lost my toes, fire up those toes. Exhale, center, drop. Inhale, center, open. I've screwed up the hands. Let the left hand come onto the ground. Right arm can reach up and just hang out in this Ardha Chadrasana for just a few breaths. Remember, you can stay with the hands on the ground if it feels best. 2 more breaths. Both hands come down, bend into that left knee. Inhale, step to a plank. Exhale, go through a flow. Pause. Inhale, right leg prepares. Exhale, right leg, low lunge. Walk your hands to the center of the mat, come into a low squat. If squats are not your friend, some people don't like them, bring it, come into sitting on a brick, which works really nice because you can lift the chest and still get this opening in the inner thigh. So pause here, wherever you are. Fingertips are going to be on the ground, right? And use a little bit of traction by pushing the elbow into the thighs and let the thighs squish into the elbows. Just a few breaths. Drop your tailbone. One more good breath. Nice. On an inhale, walk over to the right. Exhale, down dog. We're going to do it again, opposite side. Inhale, your left leg prepares. Exhale, left leg, low lunge. Walk to the center of the mat again. Come into your squat. Let that tailbone drop. Hands can come into prayer. Feel free to either use those elbows to kind of open you up a little bit or not. Let your bum sink. Stay here. If this hurts, get out of it. You can always come into, a little bit like that, okay? But it shouldn't hurt. I don't want pain for anybody. Stay here with me a bit longer. On an inhale, rotate to the front of the mat. Pause. Next, inhale, plank. Exhale, go through a flow. So this is going to be weird because I want to get on our back again. So on an inhale, bend the knees. You're going to come into a seated posture. Look 2 to 3 feet past your hands and somehow come to seated at the front of your mat. Lie yourself down. I really want to get to the outside of the legs right now. That's just what my gut says. So that's what we're going to do. Bending both knees. You're on your back. Okay? Lift up the left leg. Do you want to go that way? Yeah, straighten your right leg. Take the left leg to your chest and roll over to your right. Okay? From here, bottom arm, or top arm, the left arm opens up like a T. Using a strap or your hand, straighten the left leg as your right hand holds it. Try to line up the chest. Shoulders, hip, ankle, knee, the bottom leg. So here you are, really nice long stretch. Take yourself and really try to rotate the torso, okay, to the left. long right leg. Reach the heel. Remember we were doing that in the beginning? So I want you to spread the toes and reach the heel towards me. Take your left hand, put it in your hip crease, and draw the left hip down. That'll change everything. 2 more breaths. Nice. From here, bend the left leg, curl yourself up, come back onto your back. I have to turn around so I don't run into the wall. So, ready? From here, straighten the left leg, roll onto the left side. Bend the right knee, grasp it with the left hand, and lengthen. If this leg does not feel good, keep the knee bent. There is nothing wrong with that. Or use a strap to give yourself a little more length in the arm. Take the right shoulder towards the ground. So I just looked, I noticed that my leg was slightly in front of me, my bottom leg, so I tried to realign it. Stay here. Press the heel away from you and open the toes wide. Now take the right hand, find the right hip crease, and then literally traction or push the hip away from you. Stay here, please. Don't let that left bottom leg become slack. Couple more moments here, just staying here with me. Release, bend both knees. Push yourself up into a tabletop. On an inhale, step to a plank, and as you exhale, down dog or flow. On an inhale, right leg prepares, and as you exhale again, from like the beginning, we're going to step to the outside of our right foot. Back thigh can stay up. Rotate this right leg out, and then come to the outside of the right foot. Okay, so right now I'm in a funky little dragon. If you want to, you can put your left hand on the ground, right hand on the right thigh. You can also take this left leg down and come here. Stay here, thinking about dropping open that right thigh, but not yanking it. This rotation feels kind of nice if you want to try that. And just let that thigh out softly open, or that hip. Couple more breaths. Inhale, lift the chest, tuck the toe, exhale, down dog. Let's try that on the other side. On an inhale, left leg prepares, exhale, step to the outside of that left foot. Walk the left foot wide and come to the outside of the foot. You can either stay here up or take that right foot down. Right hand in the ground, left hand can be on that thigh, really opening up. Feel free to stay like that. You can come onto your forearm. But find what is going to allow you to twist the chest slightly, I've decided, and let the hip open. We're going to stay here a little bit longer. Nice. Hands come down, walk that foot back in. On an inhale, step to a plank. Exhale, flow. Inhale, walk your hands to your feet. Walk your hands to your feet. Okay, I'm gonna get a break. For some of you, grab a break or whatever you need and come halfway up. Okay, I'm on a long spine. Halfway up, bend both knees slightly. Take your right hand off the ground. Take your left foot off the ground. Take your right hand, grab your left foot. Okay, this looks kind of funny. And then put the right ankle on the left thigh. Excuse me. Take the left ankle on the right thigh. So you've got a figure four, right? So it looks like this. So I've got a standing figure four. Fingertips can be on the ground. And what I've done when I come to the ground is I've taken my left toes and wrapped them around my tricep of my right hand. Arm. Dude. Drop the hips, lengthen the spine. Keep this left foot active around the right tricep and see what happens. Hang out with me. Boom, drop it and lengthen. If you're feeling something in that right knee because of the bend, either shift the weight back into the heel or straighten the leg some. No knee pain. Stay with me. Nice job. Walk your hands up. Now release the ankle from the right thigh. Shake it out of those legs. Ready? Walk your hands back to your feet. Find the long spine. A little bend in the knees. My left hand grabs my right outer foot and lifts the right ankle onto the left thigh. Different side, different story. Oh my goodness. Right? And I'm going to find a nice long spine. Wrap my toes around my tricep. Right? And stay here. I could try to drop my hips and lengthen. That's not bad. Try that. And we're going to stay here. I don't know. This is pretty juicy on this side. Bricks make it harder too. Do what you can with what you got. Remember, this shouldn't hurt the knee. Take that weight of the left foot into the heel. All right, do the best you can to keep your spine long. We're going to be here a little bit longer. Not quite done with it. Walk your hands out. Step to that down dog, and then on an inhale, shift into a plank if you wish and go through your flow. Come way up on your toes, bend your knees and come to a child's pose for just a brief respite. Get some water if you'd like it. And when you're ready, a few breaths, come back to that down dog. All right, we're going to go into a pigeon. Now, options in the pigeon, right? I am going to show you a non-traditional one. So come onto your knees and have a seat so you can see what the heck I'm up to. So for some of us, coming into a pigeon is not very comfortable. It bugs my knees lately, and I know it's not easy on my SI joints. So what I've been doing, same idea, and this is exactly what we were doing standing, but different. I find a wall, right? So my foot can be against the wall. And then I take my left ankle onto that right thigh that's at the wall. And I can walk myself in, okay? So you can either try this, which is a little deeper than what we started with. You can come up on your toes and really pull that thigh in. Or, from your down dog, prepare the left knee On an inhale, shift forward, left knee, left wrist, left ankle, right wrist. So here you are, and find yourself coming forward. Feel free to lengthen through that spine. But again, if this is not something that fits in your body, don't do it. If you need a prop, feel free to put something underneath that left tail or sit bone so that your hips are even. You shouldn't be slouching to one side or the other. Stay here with me a little bit longer. If you're on your back, come out of it and into a tabletop. If you are in a traditional pose, tuck the toes under, hands underneath the shoulders, and everybody step back into a down dog. Shake out that left leg if you need to. On an inhale, right leg prepares, or come onto your back. Place that left leg against the wall and the right ankle on the left thigh. So coming into that opposite figure four. Otherwise, shift forward, right knee, right wrist, right ankle, left wrist. Walk the leg back, lift, and lower. Once again, finding that neutral. Something can come underneath this tailbone so you're not dropping down. You're nice and balanced without any pain in the bod. Stay here. Take hip creases back. Place your hands underneath the shoulders, or come off the ground and come into it, or off the floor and come into a tabletop. Everybody on an inhale, step into a plank. Exhale if you want to flow. Shake out that leg. We're going to come to seated at the front of the mat. So on an inhale, bend both knees, prepare. Exhale, float to the front of the mat. Seated, and then lying on your back, your knees are going to be as wide as the mat. Adjust your pants, shorts if you need to. And then we're going to windshield wiper because I think that would just feel rather nice. So taking both knees to one side and then the other. Just a nice, easy windshield wiper. Letting the hip come up, just soft. One more good breath. Walk the feet so they're kind of aligned underneath the knees. And then imagine you've got something between your thighs and you're squeezing it. So I really want to pull in towards the midline. Hands can be around your chest or on the floor and lift up into a bridge. Roll the shoulders underneath you if you want to, interlacing the hands and coming into a really nice traditional bridge with the thighs pulling together. Hang out. So you got an inversion because your hips are higher than your heart. Good for the old lymph system. Feel the tailbone reach for the front of the mat. Long, strong legs. Release the hands and slowly roll down one vertebra at a time. Pause. Bring the chin or the knees to your chest or your chin. curl up into a ball and just little circles in both directions. Try not to fall too far forward. Roll over to one side and press yourself up. Take that left foot into the right thigh. Okay, lengthen, rotate towards the right. Let the left hand grab the outside of the right foot. Crossing wrists if you want to. Come a little bit deeper into that forward fold. Slowing down. Release the hands, roll yourself up. Switch sides, left leg long, right foot into the left thigh. Long spine, rotate to the left, right hand grabs the outside of the left leg or anywhere you can get it without discomfort. Should have said that the previous leg. Stay here. Sensations in the back of the leg and the spine is long. Couple more breaths. Let the whole body relax. Round the back. Inhale, roll up. Come on to the back again. Bring the knees to the chest. Okay, so I'm going to tuck in my knees. And yeah, this time my bum is off the ground. And I'm going to rotate with a really tight twist to the right. Arms are going to go to the left. And I'm really just kind of relaxing coming into this twist. If the knees are too high up, causing discomfort in the back, take the knees a little farther away from your chest. And breathe. Find the twist that works best in your body after this practice. Let the knees and legs relax. Don't worry about stacking. It doesn't have to, my intention for this pose is it doesn't need to look a certain way. I want it to be comfortable so that you can feel the twist in the spine without any discomfort. Bring the head and the knees back to center. If it worked for you, this last twist, bring the knees back up towards the chest and then come into that nice tight twist. Head turning to the right, knees to the left. Feel free to let that opposite side, or let the knees come down as far as needed. stay here a wee bit longer. Inhale, our knees come up. Feet come to the ground. Reach your arms overhead with your palms facing each other. Fingers on the floor. Does that make sense? Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release, hands by your sides. Find yourself relaxing. And then take a moment to scan the body. Observing sensation. And then when you're ready, come into your Shavasana. Feel free to stay in your Shavasana as long as you would like. The longer the better, 3 to 5 minutes, 5 minutes being ideal. Thank you all for joining practice today. We really appreciate your support and your presence. Stay safe, enjoy the sun. Namaste.